Okay, this is attempt 2 at a video. Anyway, trying to help a guy out to pull his key fob apart so we can try to save it after going through the washing machine. So to pull the key apart, and you'll see it's already kind of pulled apart because this is a one-handed operation, right? But the first thing you do, you can pull the front of the key off, right? When you pull that off, this piece will come off. It's the same as if you're replacing the battery. So pull that off by popping the front of the car off and then slide it back, right? And then it will come off. After that, you have the two sides of the car. The key will look, I'm sorry, I wish I was doing this a little bit better, but anyway, the key will look like that, right? With the two sides on, if you can see that. And then for mine, for the Model X, you just pull on the front of the car and that will pop it off. Like that, right? And the sides of it will pop off, and then you'll see how outstandingly disgusting your key is, right? And once that comes off, then you can pull. Do you see the tabs? I don't know, lighting is not the greatest, but you have two tabs on both sides. There's a tab on the front. Maybe if I zoom in, yeah, see that tab there? Tab there. Then there's a tab here, and a tab there. So get a very small screwdriver, put it underneath those tabs, right? Work it really gently. You could probably use, I'm using my fingernail for that one. This honestly goes better when you have two hands, but I'm trying my hardest. I can use this screwdriver right away. Should go get my. Maybe I'll set the phone down for a minute. Okay. Once I had the phone down, you could tell it didn't take very long, right? But you just pull those clips up, right? And all I used was just my fingernail, just pulled it a little bit. Once you do that, then the whole thing will come apart. You'll realize how gross your key is. And then the circuit board, that's what you're after. So you have the circuit board. When you flip it over, yeah, I bet it was my Model S that I actually ran through the clothes washer. Because the X, it's got these two embedded, to open the Falcon Wing doors. And when I pulled my S apart, I didn't have that. Like this whole piece came right off. And then what you're trying to get to is each of those chips on the circuit board. You'll end up seeing that those chips are corroded because they got wet. So what I did is I just put it in rice to dry it out. Then I used some 90% alcohol, kind of put that on the board, and then used a soft toothbrush to just kind of brush where the boards touch where the chips touch the board, like those 4 pins right there. On mine, those 4 pins had like a green material on them where it looked like they had corroded. And so I just brushed them off. And back here too, if you see those pins coming off that chip, all of those were like corroded together. And, if you're, sorry to, context switch on you, but if you're doing this, your key fob's not working, right? So you're trying to resurrect it over buying a new one. So, I was trying to figure out if I should hedge my bet of telling you, if you do this, you're going to destroy your key. I think your key's already destroyed. And at this point, you're just trying to resurrect it. So anyway, be very soft, brush on those. You probably already got a dead key, so your risk is pretty low on it, but that's what I would do. And I did it on mine, and it came back to life. So what I did, pulled it apart, dried it in some rice, to get all the water that's currently in it out. After that, after it dried for a couple of days, used some 90% alcohol, brushed it really softly. Anywhere I saw the green corrosion, cleaned those contactors off, let it sit in the sun so that it would dry, or the contacts, not contactors, but anyway. Then let it dry for a little while. Put a battery in it, and mine came back, and it, saved me $150 or however much these keys are. So anyway, give it a try. Hopefully that's helpful.